And mic check 1, 2, 3. Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alex Espinosa with Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. Here live from the LaFeria Gymnasium as we are here for a playoff position matchup in District 32 4A between LaFeria Lionettes and the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. We have friends and family who are interested in watching this game, ladies and gentlemen. They can find us on Rio Sports Live. All you have to do is go on Facebook, YouTube, even Roku, and just look up for Rio Sports Live. Look up for the La Feria Lionettes versus the Rio Hondo Bobcats. Both teams coming in with a playoff push as right now they are fighting not only to make a spot into the playoffs, but also for first place in District 32 4A. And in that case, you have Hidalgo at first place, La Feria in second, and Rio Hondo in third. Right now, we have both squads lining up on the sides. As you see, the players are lined up wearing their masks, maintaining social distancing. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that in this pandemic, it is important to be protective and important to remain socially distant with others. Wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart, always wash your hands, carry hand sanitizer with you and use it when you have touched dirty equipment. Don't use it often, ladies and gentlemen, because if you put on too much Germex in a single day, you can risk hurting your skin. Always be safe about that. As both squads are being introduced, let's go ahead and talk about the standings for District 32 4A. In first place, we have Hidalgo with an 8-2 record, La Feria with a 7-2 record, leading second place. Third place is Rio Hondo, 6-2, and Gurija with four losses. They are in fourth place in the district. Now, let's just go ahead and explain the playoff push, how the positions are going to happen, the scenarios. For Rio Hondo, they're coming in with a 6-2 record. If they're able to win against La Feria, then they need to beat Grilla. They need to beat Grilla, and then that win will allow them to get a total of 8 wins, and that'll allow them to tie with Hidalgo for first place. And now that would mean they would need to play Hidalgo on Tuesday for first place. The winner here, and that'll ultimately finalize the playoff position. Now, on the opposite end, you have La Feria and the Lionettes, who, if they win, then they will play Hidalgo tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the district title. But that all depends on the results of this game right here, ladies and gentlemen. If Rio Hondo wins, they play Grilla tomorrow, and if they beat Grilla, then they have to play Hidalgo, and they'll play Hidalgo for first place. If La Feria wins, then they play Hidalgo tomorrow, and the first place will belong to the winner, and the playoff positions will be finalized. All playoff positions will be finalized tomorrow after all the games and all the matchups, and the playoff games will happen on Friday. And now we'll take a quick pause here for the national anthem. And with that, the national anthem has ended. We are just a couple of minutes away now for the playoff position volleyball here on Rio Sports Live. It is the District 32 4A matchup between LaFeria Lady Lionettes and the Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats. Both squads coming in closer to the net, just in the middle of their own sides. They have to have air high fives. They won't be able to they are not allowed to be touching the opposing players, high fiving or shaking hands in relation with the COVID-19 social distancing guidelines. You have the immediate roster, the immediate lineup for the LaFeria Lionettes on the left side, wearing the all white and black shorts with a dark red stripes. On the opposite end, you have the Lady Bobcats in their all white, all black as well. However, their main difference is that they are wearing black stripes on their shirts. Officials lining up, having the players stepping inside the middle side, wishing the starting lineups on both sides good game.
1, front, 13, 14, 3, 21, 20.
And the officials setting up the lineups. The first rotation coming in. And for LaFeria, Sabrina Castañeda will come in as the libero, being on the left side on position 1. Lions doing their chant, trying to intimidate the Bobcats. And we'll see if the Bobcats are intimidated at all by this. As Bobcats up to serve, and we are up for a playoff position game for District 32 4A on Rio Sports Live. First serve is up for the Bobcats, met by Castañeda of the Lionettes. Set up on the left side on a good hit, getting it over the wall, and the first points of the game going to LaFeria. On that kill, Rianne Frega. And first serve for the Lionettes, met by the Bobcats, and over the middle, getting it over the wall. Miscommunication by the Lionettes will result in a point for the Bobcats. And you can tell both teams here being very competitive, trying to find a way to get into first place in district. And set up down the middle, and that's going to be, it looks to be Frega again, already one kill in the game. Castañeda with the dig. Setting up from behind. This time it's going to be Garza. Garza's attack goes out of bounds. And the first lead change of the game is going to go to Rio Hondo. Serving up now, Alexis Reiner. Reiner taking a couple of stamps. Right-hand hit just barely goes over the net. Setting it up for Rosales. Good dig over there by Pizarro. Setting it up on the middle, that's Trevino. She gets it over into Bobcat territory. Left side, it's a good hit, gets it over the wall. And now Rosales has to swing it out. She will. On the setup is Serena. Whistle blown. And we'll see what they call. 2 hands against the Bobcats. Ball going back over to the Lionettes. And we'll have the first lineup change, as it looks like Angelina Trevino is going to be subbed out, and coming in is Victoria Alejandre. Alejandre up to serve. This will be her first serve in the game. Set up, ball high into the air. And Bobcat's going to have a hit inside, but the net blocks it for them. 2 attacking errors against the Bobcats, matching the 2 attacking errors by the Lionettes, and the score right now is 3-2. It'll be a setup and a good punch out. Unbelievable hit by Pizarro to tie it back up at 3. For Pizarro, that's her first kill in the game. And up to serve now, Bobcats. Setting it up, not for Rosales, but instead for Frega. Frega will swing it out. Set up from behind, a good trick play by the Bobcats, and the Lionettes not ready for it. On that kill, Emma Cerda. Bobcats take the lead, 4-3. Lionettes with a hit, getting it over the wall. Good and smart play attacks by the Lionettes and the Bobcats. Setting it up for Rosales, gets it over the wall just barely, heading into the coach's bench, and it's good! That was a good kill, that was a good attack by the Lionettes, and a good effort by the Bobcats trying to recover the ball. Unfortunately, they didn't have much room to work with. Serna with the swing, and miscommunication, a bad dig, and that'll be a point for the Bobcats. That'll be the third error for the Lionettes. Bobcats up to serve. And that was Castañeda with the hit, getting it into Bobcat territory. And a good kill for the Bobcats. That looked to be Pizarro with her second kill in the game. And score right now 4-6 with Rio Hondo on top. A little timeout being called as there was some sweat on the floor, making sure that the players don't slip. That was Sofia Cabrera with the quick cleanup. Coming back into position number 6 for the Lionettes. And served by Dominique Jesus, gets it barely over the net. Bobcats are gonna have one shot to take it out, and they will with the help of Alani Garza. Right side hit, good hit, but an unbelievable dig by Castañeda. Setting it up, good break by the wall. Broke through the wall, and the Bobcats have a 3-point lead. Number 5, Savannah Gonzalez with that kill. Up serving again, De Jesus. Good serve down the middle. It is met by Aisha Castillo. Ball taken out by Garza. And a setup for Pizarro. Set up Rosales. No, not for Rosales, but for Garza, and she gets into Bobcat territory. Can the Bobcats get it out? Wall whistle blows. Let's see what happened. And it was 2 hits, 2 hands against the Bobcats. That'll stop the momentum of Rio Hondo, and now we'll see if LaFeria has a chance to recover. Substitution coming in. Rosales will head back to the bench for a rest. Coming in now, Caroline Baker. Baker with a good serve on the left side. Setup is going to be for Pizarro. Pizarro is digged by Castillo and swung out. And a good dig by the libero of the Bobcats. And Cabrera gets it on the right side. Del Bosque, the libero, gets it, and a kill for the Bobcats. That looked to have been Jalisa Sauceda with a kill. And looks like a position lineup for the Bobcats, just trying to adjust it.
11 serving. 5 in the front.
Pizarro to serve. All right, lineup is adjusted. Lineup is updated. Pizarro with a good serve. And a save by Castillo. Baker will swing it out. Set up on the right side, and a good hit, but it's met by Castañeda. And one more shot to take it out, and they won't. That was 4 hits against the Lionettes. Score right now 9-5 in favor of the Bobcats. And ball blocked, but whistle blown. They'll call it against the Lionettes, and that makes it 10-5 now in favor of Rio Hondo, with some more substitutions coming in, bringing in some fresh bodies. Diana Zuniga will be playing now for the Lionettes. It'll be a setup for Garza, and Garza gets the kill. For Garza, that's her first kill in this match. Score right now 10-6 with the Bobcats on top. And the substitution coming in, Victoria Alejandre is going to head to the bench, and Angelina Trevino comes back in. Good serve by number 21, Garza. And it'll be a setup for Reiner. Reiner, does she have a kill? No, went out of bounds. The attack goes out of bounds, and now the score 10-3 with the Lionettes trying to get back on top. A good hit in the open area. That looks to be Gonzalez with her second kill in the game. And immediately killing the momentum of the Lionettes. Can the Bobcats keep their score alive, their lead alive? Little miscommunication is going to be taken out by Garza into Bobcat territory. Set up by Sauceda, and a good punch out. And let's see who that was. They're going to say Mia Zuniga of the Bobcats scored it. Score right now, 12-7, a 5-point lead back for the Bobcats. With a substitution as Diana Zuniga is going to head back to the bench. And we're going to have some more substitution. Or will there be substitution? It looks like a lineup miscommunication, as it looks like Mariah Patlan is going to come back, and taking a rest is going to be Aisha Castillo. The Lionettes doing multiple lineup changes, bringing in fresh bodies, trying to wear down the Bobcats. Find a way to get back into this game, and a good dig for the Bobcats, correction, the Lionettes, and they're able to get it out on some quick recoveries. Good hit, Reiner, kill. Another point for the Bobcats. Scores 13-7. And first time out of the game is going to be called by the Lionettes, down 13-7. We'll take a quick break here on Rio Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after that commercial break here on Rio Sports Live, as the game resumes after the quick timeout by LaFeria, and another kill! Alexis Reiner again, second kill in the game. And score right now, 14-7. If you're just joining us here on Rio Sports Live, ladies and gentlemen, this is a playoff position matchup between Rio Hondo and LaFeria, and attacking error results in another point for the Bobcats. Should the Bobcats win here, they'll play tomorrow against Grilla, and then if they beat Grilla, they'll have to play Hidalgo for first place in District 32 4A. However, on the opposite side, if LaFeria is able to win it, then they will play Hidalgo for first place, and if they win, they will take first place in 32 4A. All playoff positions will be finalized at the ends of the games tomorrow, and the games will occur on Friday. Right now, both squads fired up, trying to win this set. We are on set number one, ladies and gentlemen. If you have friends and family who are interested in watching this game, they can find us on Rio Sports Live. And another kill for the Lionettes. Lionettes out to serve, and a good serve down the middle. Both teams are wearing white. However, right side is Rio Hondo, left side is LaFeria. Castañeda with a good hit and a good kill! Sofia Cabrera with that kill, only down by 5. Can the Lionettes get it back? Castillo serving again. Met behind the line by the Bobcats, and they'll take it out into LaFeria territory. Set up for Trevino. Trevino gets a good hit. Can they recover? The Bobcats will not recover. Trevino, her first kill in the game. Castillo serving again. Ball high into the air. Set up on the left. Met by the libero, that is Castañeda. One more shot, can the Bobcats take it out? They will swing it out, and that's with the help of Kelsey Pizarro. And a good monster hit by Frega already with the first kill, who had the first kill in this game. Setting up for Cabrera. Cabrera gets it over the wall. And a whistle blown, hands in the net against the Bobcats. It's a 3-point game. All the momentum right now in favor of LaFeria. Let's see if they can tie it up. And a little miscommunication, but the Bobcats take it out. Lionette setting it up on the right side. Good dig out by De Jesus. LaFeria has the ball back, and it's going to be a setup for Frega. Pizarro again, met by Baker with that dig. Set up for Cabrera. Cabrera gets it over the wall, but it is digged by the Bobcats. Bobcats with a hit, and that might kill the momentum for the LaFeria Lionettes. Reiner, her third kill in the game. Serving now looks to be Mia Zuniga, and ball doesn't go out of bounds. They say it will, so the point will go in favor of the Lionettes. It's back to a 3-point game. Serving is Sofia Cabrera. Right hand serve, gets it over, back past the line. Sauceda will pass it, and the hit is no good. Bobcats will get to keep the ball with only being down by 2. Score right now 16-14. Rio Hondo, but LaFeria is serving. Cabrera with her second serve. A little miscommunication by the Bobcats, but they might be able to recover it. And just barely with the help of Emma Serna. And a good hit by LaFeria, but Pizarro was there to swing it out. Setting it up, that's Frega. And a good push out by Sauceda. Set up not for Rosales, but instead for Trevino. Ball into the ground. 1 point down. Can the Lionettes tie it up here? Cabrera up to serve. Set up from the middle and met by Sofia on the right side. That's Trevino. And we are tied here, ladies and gentlemen, 16-16. I tell you what, if I'm Rio Hondo right now, if the Lionettes are able to take the lead here, I would call timeout. The Bobcats had a 5-point lead, and now it is reduced to a 1-point lead. Score 16-7. And Bobcats serve. Alexis Reiner leading the game right now with 3 kills. Good swing met by Rosales. Set up. Rosales will take it out into Bobcat territory. Sauceda is going to set up down the middle. That looks to have been Zuniga with the hit. Rosales punches it out. Set up. It's going to be for Pizarro. Gets it through the wall, but the Lionettes were there to meet it. Unbelievable dig for LaFeria. Helps them stay in the game. Castañeda, Trevino, Castillo. Bobcat in Bobcat territory. Ball high into the air, swung up by Rosales. Ball high. Bobcats take it out, and it goes out of bounds. Tied again at 17. Now up to serve will be Sabrina Castañeda, and it's going to be a good serve, and it's an ace! This is only the third lead change in this first set. And Castañeda with the first ace in the game, and a crucial one as they take the lead 18-17 after being down by 5 during the last commercial break. Oh, unbelievable, monstrous hit, it's still being played! That was Pizarro with that loud hit. And out of bounds is the ball, it's tied again. The Bobcats are gonna get the ball back. You can hear the fans going crazy here, folks. That's because we have a mic set up right near the net. You're able to hear all the natural sound in this matchup, and it's a great game we are witnessing here, folks. Good kill! That was Aisha Castillo. And now the fourth lead change in this game. Substitutions coming in as it looks like Zuniga is going to head to the bench for a rest. Up to serve now, Rianne Frega. Frega, right hand hit. Met by the libero of the Bobcats. Castillo over to Castañeda. Castañeda has to dig it out. Trevino's going to set it up down the middle. That looks to have been Garza! Garza with another kill! 20-18 right now. Lionettes on top. Lionettes with the serve. And a great service ace to extend the lead by 3, and timeout is called by the Bobcats. Rianne Frega with her first ace in the game. And now the Lionettes are only needing 4 to win this first set. Can they get it? We'll see right here after the commercial break.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa, Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. As we're watching a terrific matchup, the LaFeria Lionettes were able to instigate a comeback here. They're leading it now by 3 after being down by 5 in the first commercial break of the game, and now it's going to be up by 4 due to an attacking error. 22-18, leading 3 to take set number 1. Let's see if the Lionettes can keep their lead alive. And that's the second attacking error in a row for the Bobcats. Lionettes serving up again is Frega, already with 1 ace in the game. And it's going to be a little swing out into Lionette territory, and a campfire miscommunication by the Lionettes. And Rio Hondo is going to have 19 points to 23. Coming in to serve now is going to be Dominique De Jesus. As they serve, ball high in the air. It's going to be a setup for Castañeda, who gets it over the middle, libero to libero. Ball blocked by its own net. And we are now at game point for the Lionettes. Substitution coming in, Caroline Baker comes back as Allison Rosales will take a break. Baker with a good serve. Setting it up on the right, that is Pizarro. Castañeda meets it. Trevino passes it to Garza. Garza is met by Del Bosque. And Pizarro with an attacking error will result in point 25, and set number 1 will go to the Lionettes. Unbelievable show of offense. A great comeback by LaFeria to get the lead back and to win set number 1. And we'll see how set number 2 goes here, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Rio Sports Live.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
3, 11, 6, 21.
And we're back here on
25.
Rio Sports Live, ladies and gentlemen, with Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. I am Alex Espinosa here to present you set number 2 of District 32 4A. LaFeria was able to come back and win set number 2, 25-19. Let's see if they can continue it here. And the first points of the game are going to go over to Rio Hondo on a blocking error. And we'll see how the Lionettes respond to this one. They were able to instigate a terrific comeback, being down by 5, being down by 5, and then changing the lead to a 3-point deficit. Good kill by Cabrera. Cabrera up to serve, already has 1 kill in this game. Set up high into the air, it's gonna be Baker, pass over to Trevino. Trevino just gets it on the mark. The correction, that was Frega with that kill to make it 2-1 in favor of the Lionettes. Substitution coming in as Garza is gonna head to the bench and Castañeda will take over for her. Cabrera with a good serve. It is met by Gonzalez. And whistle's going to be blown. It'll be 2 hits against the Bobcats to make it 3-1 in favor of LaFeria. That's the 5th error overall for Rio Hondo. Gonzalez meets the ball. It's going to be Sauceda, passes it over to Del Bosque, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that is 3 direct points already for the Lionettes. Up 4-1. And ball high in the air. Setting it up on the right side. And would have been a great kill for Reitner if the Lionettes hadn't been there. And improvisation, no good. Almost hits her coach. Thankfully, it looks like the coach is all right. Rosales is going to have a chance to attack, gets it barely over the wall. It's met by Gonzalez. Ball still in play with 1 more hit. Good recovery by the Bobcats. Rosales is going to have round 2. She gets it over the wall. Met by Reitner. And this time, let's see if Pizarro takes it out, and she will. Castañeda over the wall. Set up. Pizarro, is it in? Yes, just barely. Pizarro, her third kill in the game, tying it over with Reitner for the Bobcats in kills. Score right now 4-3 with LaFeria still on top. However, let's see if Rio Hondo can instigate a comeback here very early on in this second set. Set up, ball, is it in? No! And we're tied at 4 apiece. And set up high into the air. Cabrera, all over to Trevino. Bobcats there to recover it and hits the net, slides into LaFeria territory, and that'll count. Cabrera, ball high in the air, setting it up. It's gonna be number 21, Celine Lopez. Out of bounds or inbounds? Out of bounds, they say. Tied up at 5 after the Bobcats were able to get a comeback, and we're gonna have a lineup adjustment for the Lionettes. Something that I'm really appreciative of what the coach for the Lionettes does is substituting, bringing in players from the bench, and just giving the Bobcats a different look every play. Castañeda with a good serve. Pizarro swings it. I don't think Pizarro has been into the bench at all. She's been playing this entire game so far. An Iron Woman athlete we are seeing right here. That looks to have been Baker. No, that wasn't Baker, but that was Frega with a kill. The ball playing like a ping pong, going to the net, then the player, and then to the ground. Frega gets her third kill in the game. Score right now 6-5, LaFeria. And set up. That was gonna be Garza, and whistle blows, it goes out of bounds. Score 7-5. Castañeda, serve, barely getting over the net, met by Gonzalez. And good diving dig by Castañeda. Ball high into the air, swung back. Ball high and punched out by Castillo. One more shot to play at the wall, no good. The wall tried to help out the Bobcats, but it didn't work. 8-5 now for the Lionettes. And right now, if I'm Coach Esparza, I would probably call the timeout. If the Lionettes score 10 points, 2 more points, and there will be a timeout. Ball out. It was inbounds in the Lions territory. And now serving Kelsey Pizarro. Ball high in the air. Set up by Cabrera. Good hit. Immediate whistle blown. They're going to call hand in the net against the Bobcats. 9-6 now in favor of LaFeria. Serving now, Rianne Frega already with an ace on the game, a service ace to be exact. And almost would have been another service ace had the Bobcats not taken it out. That's Garza. Castañeda takes it out for the Lionettes and into Bobcat territory. Getting it over the wall. Great kill. That looks to have been another one for Pizarro. Coming in to serve now. Looks to be number 9, Mia Zuniga. Great hit. And into the ground. Maybe some miscommunication by the Bobcats. Score 10-7 now. Coming in now, Caroline Baker. Baker taking a couple of steps and serve down the middle, and it's an ace! That was just a perfect serve right there for the Lionettes, getting it into an area where it would be impossible to dig out. Sauceda, ball, inbounds, just barely. That's Savannah Gonzalez with her third kill in the game. Score 11-8 now with LaFeria still on top, but the Bobcats of Rio Hondo are not giving up. And now serving Celine Lopez. And right-hand serve down the middle. Baker meets it, almost hits the lights. Swing out, a punch out, and Baker with another dig. That was Frega. Ball taken out by the Lionettes, and a good hit by Castillo to keep the ball alive, and Cabrera keeps it alive herself. Holy cow, what a hit for Sofia Cabrera. May not count as a kill, but had it not been for that punch out, the Lionettes would probably have lost that play. Coming in to serve now, Alani Garza. Garza with a good serve down the middle. It is Met. And it's going to be a hit by Reiner. And miscommunication might have hit a player, and that's going to be a point for the Bobcats to make it 12-9, and it's a 3-point deficit once again. Savannah Gonzalez now to serve. Savannah with already 3 kills in the game. Tying it up with Alexis Reiner for the second most in this match. The leader in this game is Kelsey Pizarro with 4. Baker's gonna punch it out. Setting it up left side, and a good hit out of bounds. Monstrous hit for Pizarro to make it 5. Some substitutions coming in as Mariah Patlan is going to come in and fill for Aisha Castillo. Aisha heads back to the bench, grabs some hand sanitizer, and heads to the chair, to the nearest open chair. And that's going to be a hit for, looks to have been Patlan. Reiner gets it over the Lion wall. And a campfire hit for Sauceda. Down by 1. Can the Bobcats tie it up here, ladies and gentlemen? We'll see. And a little timeout called as Castañeda was wiping the floor. There was some sweat on the floor. And good serve. Castañeda wasn't ready for it, but she was able to improvise. Del Bosque with that dig, and a punch out by Pizarro. Swing out by Baker, and a good one, getting it all the way to the back. And another monstrous hit. Lionettes communicating, and ball just barely goes over the net. Still playable. Can the Bobcats take it out? Yes, they will. Setting it up, that's going to be Cabrera. Gets it down the middle, and another hit. Hits the head, still playable. Oh my goodness, it's still going on. And this time it ends. We are tied at 12 apiece, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. I'd rather be lucky than good. The Bobcats were this close to losing that play after the ball hits the head of one of the Bobcats. But great improvisation for Rio Hondo to tie it up, and a hit, no good. Anticipating that wall that she was going to try and get it over, but no good, hits the net instead. Castañeda over to Frega. Frega, Trevino. Gonzalez with a kill. 4 kills now for Gonzalez. And now it's a 2-point lead. And if I'm the coach for LaFeria, I would call timeout in 2 more plays. If the Bobcats are able to score 2 more points, it turns it into a 4-point lead. And at that point, I would call timeout to try and readjust the game plan. As Castañeda takes it out. Sauceda from the back. Baker there to meet it. A great hit attempt by Reiner, but the Lionettes were there to meet it. And a hit is no good. And the timeout is called by the Lionettes, down by 3 on an attacking error and a couple of lucky plays for the Bobcats. We'll see if the luck continues for Rio Hondo right here on Rio Sports Live.
Cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, with the score right now, 15-12. Rio Hondo on top. We're midway through the second set. The Bobcats started out down by 5, just as the Lionettes did in set number 1. So now we'll see if the Lionettes can instigate the comeback on their own. Underhand called against Rio Hondo. Coming in to serve now, Aisha Castillo. Castillo serving, ball high into the air, met over by Zuniga. Swung out. Trevino, she gets batted down, but the ball's still in play. Castañeda takes it out. Spike met by Castañeda, and ball blocked by the wall of Rio Hondo. Ball game still in play. This play still in play. Cabrera barely gets it over the wall. Good observation by Sofia Cabrera. Baker with a good hit gets it over into Rio Hondo territory. Ball high. Set up for Trevino. Trevino barely gets it over the fingers of Reiner. Cabrera. That looks to have been Gonzalez, and a hit by Pizarro, and that's good! Pizarro, 6 kills in the game. And it's 16-13. Substitution coming in. Victoria Alejandre comes back. Caroline Baker will head to the bench for a quick rest. And now coming in to serve, that looks to be not Dominique Del Bosque. Correction, it is Del Bosque. Castillo, Cabrera, ball still in play. Del Bosque, the libero, gets it, swings it into Lionette territory. And a great kill that looks to have been number 14, Frega, with her 4th. Back to a 2-point deficit for the Lionettes. Can they get it back here? As Alejandra is going to head to the bench, and coming back is Allison Rosales. And it looks to be a substitution adjustment update with the scorekeeper and the officials. Trying to adjust the order for the next rotation when it happens. And serving Sofia Cabrera, 1 kill in this game, no aces. Let's see if she can get an ace here. Remember folks, Rianne Frega got her service ace here in a crucial moment to help tie the lead in set number 1. Frega with that dig, unexpected, she's gonna have to swing it out. And a good punch out by Rio Hondo. Cabrera to Rosales. And that is Sauceda over to Reiner. Ball still in play, but no good for Reiner. That's kill number 4. Back to a 3-point lead. Score right now 14-7. Bobcats on top. And swing out, and that's going to be a good one. Aisha Castillo, first kill in the game for her. The Lionettes are trying their best to get the game back into play, trying to tie it up here, but they're going to need a little bit more than single plays. Castañeda with that serve. Reiner passes it over to Pizarro. And right there, Castañeda was there to meet it. Castillo takes it back. She'll backswing it, set up, out of bounds. Just barely, would have been a great play for Lopez. Score 16-17. Rio Hondo still on top. Oh, and a service error. The lead goes back to a 2-point deficit. 18-16, Rio Hondo. Ball high into the air. And it's going to be a swing out. Pizarro will swing it. Setting it up. And a great spike and a great kill. Alani Garza. Maybe that'll swing the momentum back into LaFeria side. Leanne Frega taking a couple of steps, serves. Setting up down the middle, ball spiked, but it's still going to be in play. And that one is good. The ball slipped out of the hands of LaFeria, and that's going to be 19-17 now for Rio Hondo. Rio Hondo serve. Met Castillo's going to set it up, and that looks to have been Garza. Almost would have been a good kill for Garza. Ball high into the air, overpowering and out of bounds. Back to a 1-point lead for Rio Hondo. Substitution coming in as Caroline Baker, one ace in the game. Let's see if she can get another one here and tie it up. Good serve. Met by Pizarro. And ball high in the air, out of bounds, and we are tied. 19-19, ladies and gentlemen. Baker serving again. Good serve all the way to the right. That's Pizarro who met it. Swung out by Gonzalez. And ball out of bounds, no good. The lead stays in Rio Hondo's corner. Celine Lopez up to serve now. Lopez with a good serve and out of bounds. We're tied again, 20-20. Unbelievable game we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, by both squads. Garza serving. Let's see if she can redeem herself on that attacking error earlier. Garza passes it to Trevino. Trevino will swing it out. And a good punch out. Baker with a slide and dig. Reiner, monstrous hit, but it's met by the Lady Lionettes. And a left-hand swing by, looks to be Gonzalez of the Bobcats. Setting it up, that's Reiner met by Garza. Frega. And Frega could not handle the power, and that's going to be 21-20. Rio Hondo on top. A right-hand serve. Ball high into the air. And it's going to be set up for Garza. And that is Zuniga, who tries to pass it over to Pizarro, and that's going to be no good. So the last 3 minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, we've been seeing a game of catch-up between the Rio Hondo Bobcats and the LaFeria Lionettes. Lionettes being down by 1, able to tie it up 21-21 right now. Let's see if they can get their first lead since the beginning of set number 2. And Garza's attack is going to be no good. 22-21. 3 more points and the Bobcats can take set number 2 and tie it up at 1-1. And the first substitution that we're seeing in set number 1, in set number 2 actually, for the Bobcats. Dominique Jesus is going to come back in and fill in for Mia Zuniga. De Jesus. And Frega will take it out and met by Del Bosque of the Bobcats. A little tap, and that's going to be good, and that is Alexis Reiner. (23-21) right now with the Bobcats on top. We'll take a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable game we're seeing here in set number 2 on Rio Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, on Rio Sports Live. Max Espinosa, Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator, as the Bobcats are now on game point after double hit against the Lionettes. Ball high into the air, set up for Frega. Frega gets it over the wall. The libero for the Bobcats saves it. Swung out by Pizarro. Castillo to Cabrera. Sauceda over to Reiner and met by Castañeda. Oh, and another error for the Lionettes, and that'll end set number 2. Bobcats tie it up 1-1 in this second set, and now we'll see how this game turns out as we are now just a few minutes away from set number 3. We'll take another commercial break here on Rio Sports Live.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered shut down. We continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, for set number 3 between the Rio Hondo Bobcats at the LaFeria Lionettes Gymnasium. I'm Alex Espinosa with Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. as the first points of the game is going to go to Rio Hondo, who won set number 2, 25-21 in what was a very intense and very thrilling second set. The Bobcats led it through the majority of that set, but the Lionettes looked as if they were going to instigate a comeback. They were able to tie it up multiple times in that game. Unfortunately, the errors in that game, in that set, resulted in the final points for the Bobcats to take set number 2. In the set before, in the first set, the Bobcats were actually leading for the majority of the time as well. Unfortunately, though, the Lionettes were able to instigate a comeback, being down by 5, and win set number 1, 25-19. So right now the set is tied at 1-1. This is set number 3, as both squads are trying to recover from some attacking and blocking errors that are resulting in the early points of this game. Score right now is 2-1 with LaFeria on top. If you're just joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, this is a playoff push. The winner here will increase their chances at making the playoffs, and as well as a District 32 4A title. Right now, Hidalgo is in first place, LaFeria at second, Rio Hondo in third. However, should Rio Hondo win this game and win tomorrow at Grulla, they'll be able to play Hidalgo that same day, and if they beat Hidalgo, they'll take first place. However, on the opposite end, should LaFeria win this game, they will play Hidalgo tomorrow for first place and sole possession of 32 4A. So a lot at stake for both squads here. Let's see if the Lionettes or the Bobcats win this game, and a service error by the Lionettes results in a point for the Bobcats to make it 4-2 right now. Coming in to serve is going to be Dominique Jesus. The Lionettes playing with multiple substitutions, playing with as many fresh bodies as possible to try and tire out the Bobcats, and it worked in the first set. The Bobcats were able to adapt in the second set, and it didn't affect them that much. So we'll see how the coach for LaFeria adjusts the lineup, and we'll see how Rio Hondo adapts to the attacking game of LaFeria. As De Jesus serves, Castillo tried to take it out, but it's going to be blocked, and they're going to call a point in favor of the Bobcats. We're tied now at 4 apiece. You do have friends and family who are interested in watching this game. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Roku. All you have to do is look up Rio Sports Live. And it's going to be swung out by Rosales of LaFeria. LaFeria is on the left, and Rio Hondo on the right side. Sauceda setting it up for Reiner. Reiner is met by Castillo, and the ball, does it go in bounds? And they're going to say it's out of bounds. That was a close call right there. It looked like it might have been inbounds. And officials are going to stay with the original call. It was out of bounds. And miscommunication and whistle blown, player under the net. And it's a 2-point lead now for Rio Hondo. Substitution coming in as Rosales is going to head to the bench for a quick rest. Diana Zuniga is going to come in and fill in for her. De Jesus serving her third straight serve. Castillo passes it to Trevino. Trevino wanted to hit it but anticipated the wall and instead just swung it into Bobcat territory. Set up for Castillo, gets it over just near the middle. And unbelievable hit. Pizarro with her 7th kill in the game. Score right now, 7-4. Bobcats on top. And right-hand serve, ball high in the air. Swung out by Castillo, ball still in play. Pizarro with a light hit. I don't even think the Lionettes saw that coming. Score right now, 8-4. Bobcats playing with an offensive shootout right here. Betty is going to call a very quick timeout to try and get her players back in this game. We'll be right back here on Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of uncertainty to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
To ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa with Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. As LaFeria had a ball taken out of bounds, and that resulted in their 5th point, and now it's going to be 6 points on a service ace by number 1, Sofia Cabrera. Score right now, 6-8. Ball high into the air, met by Sauceda. Reiner takes it out into Lioness territory. And Castañeda with a good hit, getting it back into LaFeria, correction, into Rio Hondo. And now a kill is going to result in point number 9 for Rio Hondo. Ball going back in play for the Lady Bobcats, and Castillo there meets it over to Frega. Frega with the hit, met over by Gonzalez. And an unbelievable hit by Celine Lopez, getting it back into LaFeria territory. Too much momentum, too much strength, out of bounds. Score right now, 10-6. Up serving now, Alexis Reiner, already with 4 kills in the game. That's the second most in this match. Savannah Gonzalez with 4 as well, and Kelsey Pizarro with 7 kills. And Kelsey still playing right now, hasn't even taken a single break, and a monster hit. Is it going to go out of bounds? Yes, it will, but not before it touches a Lioness player. Score right now, 11-6. Rio Hondo on top. Rhino coming back to serve. That's 8 kills now for Pizarro. And a swinging dig by Castañeda, the libero of LaFeria. Ball high in the air, and that's going to be another point for Rio Hondo to make it a 6-point lead. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, Rio Hondo lost the first set. They instigated a comeback to take set number 2, in where they did not lose the lead at all for that set. And now it looks like history is repeating itself, as in set number 3 right now, the Bobcats are increasing their lead and not letting the Lionettes get the lead back. Castillo swung out, blindside hit by, that looks to have been Gonzalez, and a good one. Ball hit by Diana Zuniga, and the Bobcats are going to continue playing it, and whistle's going to be blown. as a player for the Bobcats went underneath the net. Score 12-7 now. Cabrera serving now. It's a right-hand serve. Ball high into the air. That was Pizarro with the hit. That was Castillo with the dig. And a backswing met by the libero of the Lionettes. Good hit. That was Garza. Light tap hit by Pizarro, but the Lionettes were able to recover. Good hit, good block by Garza, and a good observation to get the ball back and pass it back to an open player. Pizarro, monster hit, another one that we've been hearing every day in this, every minute in this game, folks. Pizarro with a light hit this time. Garza's there. Castillo over to Frega. Frega with the most kills in this game for LaFeria. Castillo, Frega, past the wall. Diving dig, and that's going to be good. What was a 6-point lead for the Bobcats just got reduced to a 4-point lead, and now up to serve is going to be Castañeda, who already has an ace in this game, and whistle's going to be blown. It looks like 2 hits by 1 player against the Bobcats, so it's going to be now 3 points. Down by 3. Can the Lionettes get it back here? And in Bobcat territory, setting it up. Ball blocked. Blocked by the stone wall of LaFeria. 12-10 now. Rio Hondo still on top, but they have just given up 4 points to LaFeria. Gonzalez takes it into LaFeria territory. Set up for Frega. Frega barely gets it over the wall. Goes into the coach's bench. 12-11 now, and Coach Esparza of Rio Hondo is going to take a quick timeout here in what has been a crazy 2 minutes here. Rio Hondo still up by 1. They were up by 6 before the last commercial break. We'll see what happens now after we take a break here on Rio Sports Live.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
And we're back here after a quick break here on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa. Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. Service ace for Castañeda, her second one in the game, and we're tied at 12. So Castañeda with the most aces by either team in this game. Let's see if she can get a third one right here. She won't. As the ball taken out. Ball hitting the pipes. Still playable. Castillo takes it out. Setting it up. She's blocked. The Bobcats recover, punch it out back into LaFeria territory. And another monster hit by Garza, but the Bobcats looks like they're going to recover, and Pizarro swings it out. Set up from behind, that's Frega. She's blocked, but it stays in Rio Hondo territory. Second time by Pizarro. This one is not blocked, goes into LaFeria. But Frega takes it back. Pizarro back into LaFeria. As it's going to be a little quick punch out by Garza, and that one's going to be good. A simple hit to result in the lead change for the Lionettes. That is 7 straight points now that you think about it. They were down 12-6 just 7 minutes ago, and now they are up 13-12. Make that 14-12. 7 unanswered points. Bobcats trying their best here to stop that offense. This is exactly how we saw it play out in set number 1, in which the Lionettes were able to instigate a comeback and score consistent points. Good hit, ball still in play. It's gonna go into the benches. That's gonna be no good. So Rio Hondo now down by 1. Let's see if they can tie it up here. As we saw the momentum swing around back into LaFeria side. Let's see if Rio Hondo can kill the momentum of LaFeria. Castañeda, Castillo, Frega. Frega over the wall, out of bounds, but not before it was touched by a player from Rio Hondo. 15-13. And for Frega, that counts kill number 5. And now she is up to serve, already with 1 ace in this game. And Sauceda takes it out. Castañeda is there to meet it. Punch out by Zuniga. Lopez, and that kill's gonna be a good one. And for Lopez, that's kill number 1 for her in this game. A substitution coming in, as it looks like De Jesus is gonna head to the bench. Coming in is gonna be Mia Zuniga. Ball high into the air. Sending it up, that is Garza, barely getting it through the wall, in between the arms of Lopez. One more shot for the Lionettes and they will take it out. And can they recover it? No, they won't. Fortunately, no one was hurt and now we're tied. So the only thing that got hurt in this game was the lead. As it's tied up 15-15. Let's see how the Bobcats handle the momentum. Can they get the lead back? Castañeda, Frega, correction. And attacking error, no good, so it's 16 points now. (16-15). Lionettes on top, Caroline Baker to serve. And it's gonna be a punch out by Zuniga of the Bobcats. Garza over the arms of Lopez. Lopez, a light punch, and that one's gonna be a good one. Her second kill in the game. We're tied again, 16-16. Julie Del Bosque to serve. Right hand serve and whistle's blown. They're gonna say that the serve was behind, that she had crossed the line. She had crossed the serving line and it's now another error. That is the 7th error for the Bobcats. Bosque with that dig, set up. That was Zuniga and that one's gonna be a good kill. Zuniga to tie it back up. And a good punch, it's out of bounds. And the lead goes back to Rio Hondo. Whoever wins this set will have the lead in this match. Garza's gonna have a chance to punch it down the middle. Del Bosque was there to meet it. And a good hit by Reiner, and that one's gonna go directly out of bounds after being touched by LaFeria. And timeout call. First one is going to be called by LaFeria as they had the lead for 3 minutes. Now they've lost the lead. We'll see what adjustments Rio Hondo and LaFeria will do after this quick break on Rio Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, after an attack that looked to have been Garza with the hit to make it 17, to make it 19-18. Lionettes with a chance to tie it up again. You're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Set number 3 was unbelievable. Rio Hondo led the game 12-6. Eventually, the Bobcats scored 7 unanswered points to take the lead back. They didn't lose the lead until point 17, in which the Bobcats scored 19 points and made it 19-17. Now the Lionettes are going to try and get the lead back, but some good improvisation by the Bobcats are preventing it. Ball blocked and reflected, and a good hit by Reiner. Reiner keeps the lead intact. And that's 5 kills for Alexis Reiner. And substitution as Zuniga is going to head to the bench for a quick rest. And Dominique De Jesus is going to come back to serve. Score right now 20-18. 5 more points and the Bobcats can take this third set. Right now it is 1-1 in terms of sets. Bobcats lost the first set and then they were able to win the second set. And right now this set number 3, it's still unpredictable. Del Bosque with that saving dig, Castañeda to Castillo, and now it is Frega's chance. Pizarro, we haven't heard her name in a while, takes it into LaFeria territory. Miscommunication by the Lionettes almost caused an attacking error. Ball digged, set up, over the wall, sliding dig by Del Bosque. One more shot for the Bobcats and they will just barely. Lionettes, that's Trevino. Setting it up for Pizarro, barely getting it over the wall. Garza meets it. She'll punch it out and it's gonna go down the sideline. And that's gonna be a good hit for the Lionettes as the ball went out of bounds after being touched by Rio Hondo. 20-19 now. Substitution as Caroline Baker's gonna head to the bench. Diana Zuniga comes in for LaFeria. Cabrera serving, already won, no aces in the game. And a service error, the lead stays in favor of Rio Hondo. Taking a couple of steps. And setting it up from behind to Trevino. And a swing to Pizarro. Garza to Castillo. Castillo to Trevino. That's going to be no good. 22-19, 3-point lead for Rio Hondo. 3 points needed to win the set. Ball high by Alexis Reiner. Miscommunication. Castellana could not corral the pass. Reiner up to serve again. Substitutions coming in as Garza is going to head to the bench for a quick rest. And Reiner, she served it all the way over to Zuniga. Sauceda with a good instinct to take it into LaFeria territory. Ball is blocked, back into LaFeria's territory. Setting it up. And a hit, no good. Attacking error will keep the Lionettes' hopes alive. And Baker, correction, Alejandra is going to head to the bench. Coming back in is Garza. Trevino is heading to the bench as well. And right now they are missing a player. They have 5 in the lineup. And the officials are looking to see who is the next player up for LaFeria. Right now for this lineup, you have on LaFeria side Castañeda, Castillo, Garza, Trevino, and it looks to be Frega. LaFeria trying to find the right lineup as they are missing one more player. And correction, it wasn't Trevino, but instead it is Zuniga who was in the starting lineup, and Sofia Cabrera's coming back in. And let's take a look at this. Trevino's coming back. As Castañeda was the one who was supposed to go to the bench. And now we may have another substitution as Trevino went to the bench, and I don't think the officials saw her heading to the bench. She was called to be subbed out, and it looks like now they will do the formality. As coming in, it looks to be Angelina Lopez, the first time we've been hearing her name in this game for LaFeria. This isn't the first time we've seen some adjustment miscommunications. We've seen it as well in the games such as Mackay and Sherryland, as well as Brownsville Veterans. And Cabrera comes back in, Lopez heads to the bench, and all 6 players are set for LaFeria.
13 serving, 14, 5, 21, 21.
The official getting the lineup set up. As Cabrera went back in, Trevino's in the bench. Castañeda serving, good serve met by De Jesus. And Reiner's just gonna punch it out, and whistle blown. Double hit against Rio Hondo, and it's back to a 2-point game. Let's see if the Lionettes can tie it up here. Castañeda with the serve. Setting it up. Monster hit, and that's going to be a good one. Celine Lopez with her 3rd kill in the game. We are at game point now for Rio Hondo. Can they get it here? Serving now is Pizarro. And Castillo's going to set up for Frega. She barely gets it over the wall. Ball high into the air. Going through the railings. Swung out by Pizarro. Castañeda has it. Castillo to Garza, and Garza gets it through the arms of Lopez. And a good swing out. And good improvisation by Garza. Ball going out of bounds. That's going to be a point for LaFeria. Lionettes need 2 more points. They need to tie it up here. It is still game point for Rio Hondo. Swing out. Met by Zuniga. Taken out by Castañeda. Reiner. Sauceda. Is it out? It's out! Ball went out of bounds. 1 more point. Bobcats, if the Lionettes score 1 more point, the Bobcats would have to score 26 points in order to win it. And that is Gonzalez, and it's in bounds! Ball in bounds, and that'll be the end of set number 3. The Rio Hondo Bobcats take set number 3, 25-23. We'll have set number 4 with you in just a few minutes. How about an unbelievable game by both squads? Every set getting better and better here on Rio Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, for set number 4 on Rio Sports Live. I'm Alex Espinosa, Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. Rio Hondo takes the lead in sets 2-1. Should they win this next set, they will advance and face Grula and Hidalgo in order to compete for the district title. The Lionettes trying their best to get the lead back. Tie it up here and force a 5th set. They scored the first points of the game. However, right here, Rio Hondo instates the comeback, and they tie it up at 1-1. If you have friends and family who are interested in watching this game, they can find us on Rio Sports Live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku. Just look up the name Rio Sports Live. And ball blocked by its own net. That was Frega. Set up down the middle, that's Reiner. And good recovery by Castañeda. Sauceda setting it up for Pizarro. Pizarro with a monster hit. And a good hit by Frega to keep the ball in play. Oh, and miscommunication! Miscommunication, that's been causing the errors for LaFeria. Meanwhile, attacking errors are what's causing the problems for Rio Hondo. Ball high into the air. Castillo, Frega, good play. It's met by the Bobcats and a punch by Reiner. Reiner with 5 kills in the game and some crucial ones in this match. Cabrera takes it out. Sauceda is going to set up for Pizarro. Ball is blocked and it goes back into Bobcat territory. Swung out by Pizarro. Trevino with a monster hit, going directly into the arms of Sauceda. And Frego with a good hit. That is Del Bosque, the libero. Ball blocked, and that's going to be a tie for LaFeria. Substitution coming in as Castañeda is going to head to the bench for a quick rest. Coming back in is Sofia Cabrera to serve. Cabrera with a good serve. High in the air. Set up. Good swing. And Castillo with a great hit. A light hit, no one expected it. Almost resulted in a kill. And Frega's kill is good after being blocked, swung, and touched by a Bobcat. And a service error ties it up back at 3. Ball swung out by Trevino. Sauceda to Lopez. Castillo to Garza. Garza into Bobcat territory. Pizarro. Correction, Pizarro. Pizarro with a monster kill. When you get excited here, folks, sometimes you mispronounce the names, and we do apologize for that. But for Kelsey Pizarro, that's 9 kills right now, leading both teams in this match. Castillo to Frega. Punch out by Saucedo. And Frega with a good hit from the opposite end. Keeps the play alive. Castillo set up. And a great hit by Trevino. Pizarro, monster hit. That's the 7th time we can hear it from here. Almost like a boom. And still in play, swung out by Trevino. Ball out of bounds, we're tied again at 4. Should the Bobcats win this one, they will win the game. However, if LaFeria is able to win it here, then it'll force a game 5. Ball almost blocked, but instead being blocked by its own net. And the lead goes back to LaFeria. That was Angelina Trevino. Correction, that was Alani Garza with the block attempt. And a dig no good. The first digging error of the game. And it goes to LaFeria. So the points is going to go to Rio Hondo to tie it up at 5-5. And good serve, high in the air. Castillo will take it out. And great monster hit. That was Lopez, her 4th kill in the game. Lead going back to 6 and back to Rio Hondo. And Frega, great hit. Met by the net, but goes into Bobcat territory. Setting it up. Good hit. Still in play. Hits the chair out of bounds, but not before being touched by Rio Hondo. We're tied at 6. And this one's somewhat similar to the previous sets. The only difference, though, that it's being... We saw something similar to this where it's back-to-back, each team scoring after the other. We saw that in the second set. However, that happened very late. This is happening very early. Punch out by Frega. Setting it up, that is Gonzalez. Castañeda meets it. Castañeda blocked by her own net. Lead back to Rio Hondo, 7-6. Substitution coming in as De Jesus is going to head to the bench for a rest. Zuniga of Rio Hondo comes in, and now up to serve looks to be Salcedo. And out of bounds, service error ties it up at 7. And now it looks like Allison Rosales is going to head in. Caroline Baker is going to come and serve. Baker with 1 ace in this game. We'll see what she can do here, as almost would have been an ace had it not been for Zuniga. Castañeda, Garza, Gonzalez. And now Frega to Garza. Garza's going to have a hit. She's blocked, but it stays in Rio Hondo's territory. Holy cow, the lead changes. 8-7 now, LaFeria on top. Baker, set up, in the middle, block. Garza with a block. Oh my word, unbelievable. Blocked by LaFeria, but it stays in LaFeria's territory, so it's going to be 8-9. LaFeria still on top. This is the most we've seen. This is the biggest lead we've seen so far in this fourth set, and it was a 2-point lead, now reduced to 1. Baker punches it out, and miscommunication. That's going to make it a 10-8 lead. For Baker, that marks her first kill in the game. Garza, high into the air. It's going to be taken out by Reiner. That's going to be no good. 3-point lead now, and it looks like a timeout is going to be called by Coach Esparza of Rio Hondo, as it turned at first to neck and neck, a game of hot potato, and now it's a 3-point lead for the Lionettes. Let's see what happens here after we come back from a quick commercial break on Rio Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
And we're back here on Rio Sports Live. Max Espinosa, Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. We're on set number 4 where LaFeria has it 11-8. However, Rio Hondo leads the set 2-1. And another attacking error by Rio Hondo. 12-8 now in favor of LaFeria. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, we've been seeing some monstrous games. Shootouts by both squads. LaFeria took set number 1, 25-19 after being down midway through this first set. In the second set, it was the majority Rio Hondo. LaFeria was able to instigate a quick comeback when it was 19-17, but after that, it was all Rio Hondo, and they won set number 2, 25-21. And then on the final set, the set before this, it was all Rio Hondo. LaFeria down by 6, were able to score 7 unanswered points, but after that, they just couldn't match up with Rio Hondo. And they lost that third set, 25-23. They were close into instigating a comeback and making it 24-23, but an attacking error, a attack by Savannah Gonzalez resulted in the game-winning point, in the set-winning point, to be exact, for Rio Hondo. Right now in this matchup, it was neck and neck between both teams. And now LaFeria was able to get a big lead after some attacking errors by the Bobcats. Bobcats now only down by, it looks to be about 4, as it's 13-9. Serving now, Savannah Gonzalez. A right-hand serve. And a backhand swing by Frega. And attack attempt no good, met by the net. That's 4 hits. Score 14-9. Serving now, it looks to be Aisha Castillo. Met by Gonzalez. Saucedo swings it over to Zuniga, who takes it out into LaFeria territory. Set up for Cabrera, who already has a kill in this game. And a good hit by Frega leads the team in this game with 5 kills. Ball out of bounds. Yes, no. They're calling it inbounds. Oh my goodness. Score right now 14-10. That was a close one. It looked like it might have been out of bounds, but the side judge says it was in. 14-10 right now. Serving is De Jesus. Del Bosque with that serve punch out. And a setup for Frega. Ball high into the air. Zuniga to Pizarro. And Castillo with a good swing, anticipating that wall. And the hit no good to make it 15-10. And quick substitution coming in as Baker is going to head to the bench for a quick rest. Rosales is going to come back for LaFeria. LaFeria with their biggest lead in this set. The biggest lead before that was a 2-point lead. And then before that, the biggest lead was actually 1. Good hit by Pizarro. And that was going to stay in LaFeria territory. That's a kill for Rio Hondo. Pizarro has 10 kills for Kelsey Pizarro. Serving is Reiner. Castillo. Frega. Sliding dig by Gonzalez. Pizarro monster hit. The last person to touch it was LaFeria, and that's going to count. Somebody call the fire department because that ball was burned. Ball hits the chest of Rosales, but still in play. Good improvisation by the Lionettes to get it out of there. Trevino swings it back. Set up. Ball blocked, and it stays in Rio Hondo. 16-12. LaFeria substitution. Trevino steps out. Garza comes back in. This is a lineup we don't really see that much, as Garza's on the left, Rosales in the middle, and Frega on the right. Normally Frega is on the right, but it's rare to see Garza on the left side because normally she'll play middle. And adjustment set up. Officials wanting to go. Rio Hondo trying to explain what had happened in the previous play. Ball blocked by the own net. Lead going back, staying in favor of LaFeria. 17-12 with another 5-point lead. Castañeda serving. Someone's cell phone is ringing. Castañeda to Castillo, and that is Garza with a hit down the middle. Now that's the match lineup we've seen before. Ball blocked by its own net, 18-12. Couple of steps. Castañeda, and that counts as an ace. Yes, it will. Timeout called by Rio Hondo, down by 7. Let's see if the Bobcats can adjust their lineup and adapt to this striking offense of LaFeria. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alex Espinosa with Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator, as Castañeda of LaFeria will serve. Setting it up on the right side, and that's going to be a good hit for, looks to be Pizarro. Punch out by Castañeda. Dig, Castillo, behind is Frega. Frega's blocked, but Castillo meets it. Second time is good, going into Rio Hondo territory. Pizarro gets it over the wall, and that's going to be another kill. Could swing the momentum for Rio Hondo, down by 6. LaFeria has scored 6 unanswered points and a service error. 20 now. It's 20-7, 20-13. (20-13) with the Lionettes on top. Should they win this set, they tie it up 2-2, forcing a set number 5. Good serve by Frega. Setting it up for Gonzalez, and that one out of bounds. Let's see. Officials say yes, out of bounds, 21-13. 4 more points into forcing a third, a fourth, a fifth set. Right hand serve. Setting it up, swung out, high into the air. That's a good hit! Good kill by Castillo! Aisha Castillo, her second kill in the game to make it 22-13. Frega serving again. Frega with 1 kill, 1 ace, 5 kills. And that's a good serve. Setting up from behind. And Rosales takes it out. Castillo setting up. Little miscommunication, but Frega was there to take it. Ball almost blocked. Is it out of bounds? And yes, it was last touched by a LaFeria Lionette. So now serves goes to, looks to be Saucedo. High in the air. Set up for Garza. Tipped by the Bobcats, but they are able to play it. Garza again, monster hit. One more shot to take it out. Whistle blown. Underarm, underhand. 23-14. Substitution, Caroline Baker comes back. Rosales heads to the bench for a quick break. Couple of steps, Baker will serve it. Ball high into the air, set up to the left side, blocked, but going into LaFeria territory. 23-15. Substitution as Celine Lopez heads to the bench. Julie Del Bosque comes back in, and Kelsey Pizarro continues to be playing in this game, has not taken a rest at all. Pizarro with 12 kills. Can she get another one here? Almost. She almost had one, but Frega was there to help. Gonzalez. Castillo, no good. 16. 23-16. With LaFeria still on top, but they may need to be careful. As Frega takes a quick wipe on the floor where she had fell. Make sure no sweat remains, so that way no one can get hurt or should they slip onto the court. Del Bosque to serve, tucking a couple of steps, right arm serve, and Castellana makes it. Punch out by Frega. Set up, that is Castellana to Frega. It's going to be a setup for Garza. Garza takes a little light tip, and that's a good one! 4 kills for Garza. We are at game point now for LaFeria. Garza out to serve, and it's a good serve down the middle. Del Bosque digs it. Baker takes it back. Set up. Good swing. Ball high into the air. Frega. Cabrera over the wall in Rio Hondo's territory. Reiner. Trevino. Frega. Garza swings it out. Both teams coming back into their original lineups. Oh, and Trevino slips. She's all right. She gets back up. Ball in Rio Hondo territory. They'll take it out into LaFeria. Garza to Castillo. Whistle's going to be blown. What happened there? Underarm against the Lionettes. Still game points for the Lionettes, but let's see what happens here. (24-17), ball high into the air. Castañeda, Frega. Castañeda again with a good punch out. And that's good! Attacking error by the Bobcats results in the 25th point for the Lionettes, and that forces a set number 5.
That's the tail. You win, you get total receive. If you lose, you get total receive.
And they'll be doing the coin toss. LaFeria will serve first as they won the coin toss. How about that monster play by both teams? Castañeda with that crucial hit to get it back into 25, to get it 25 points. And as a result, that'll allow a 5th set. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that in set number 5, it's up to 15 now, leading by 2, by at most 2. We'll be right back here for an exciting set number 5 here on Rio Sports Live.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. J. Gonzalez.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
And we're back here on Rio Sports Live, ladies and gentlemen, just a few seconds away from this final set. The winner here will increase their chances at being first place in District 32 4A. If Rio Hondo wins, they have to beat Grija tomorrow. And if they win, then they will face Hidalgo at 7 p.m. for first place of District 32 4A. If LaFeria wins it, then they play Hidalgo automatically tomorrow at 8 p.m. and will fight for first place of District 32-4A. LaFeria won the toss. They elected to serve. Serving first is going to be Aisha Castillo, who has 2 kills in the game. Your lineup for set number 5 is going to be at libero, Sabrina Castañeda. Then you have Alani Garza, Rianne Frega, Angelina Trevino, and Sofia Cabrera. We'll get to the Rio Hondo lineup in just a couple of minutes, as Pizarro continuing to play, being the Iron Woman athlete in this matchup. Ball swung out, and it's still in play as Trevino's going to have a monster hit, but the defense for Rio Hondo was there to meet it. They've gotten used to all the hits by Garza, by Frega, and by Trevino, and that hit is good for Rio Hondo. That looks to have been Savannah Gonzalez. And now the lineup, the lineup we have now for Rio Hondo. Kelsey Pizarro, Julie Del Bosque, Savannah Gonzalez, Alexis Reiner, Jalisa Saucedo, and right now it's Dominique De Jesus, but before that, it was Mia Zuniga who went to the bench. That ball goes out of bounds. Rio Hondo keeps it. First one to 15 wins the game, and they have to be leading at least by 2 points. Garza with a good hit. And that attack no good. That'll result in the first points of the game for LaFeria. They'll have the ball back as Reiner comes back in. And Cabrera will serve. Good serve. And it's going to be Saucedo. Castillo setting it up behind for Frega. That's a good kill for Frega. 6 kills, and they tie it up at 2. Cabrera taking a couple of steps before the serve. Saucedo, great effort to get it out of there. Frega with another hit. Ball in play thanks to Del Bosque. And monster hit by Pizarro. Castañeda takes it and hits the middle ground. That's good for a kill. Her first kill in the game. Cabrera to serve. And a good serve into Rio Hondo. Almost an ace. Is it an ace? They'll call it a service ace. The ball went out of bounds, but not before being touched by Rio Hondo. So for Sofia, her first ace in the game, and a good one might happen here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, another one. Another service ace for Cabrera to make it 5-2. And a good serve. This time it's going to be met by Rio Hondo and almost campfired, but it does stay out. It does go to the ground. So a digging error right there by LaFeria to make it 5-3 right now. Right hand serve. Ball high into the air. Castillo to Reiner. Correction, Rosales. Rosales swings it out into Rio Hondo territory. Punch out. Almost hits the line. That was Pizarro, but she's good. And miscommunication to make it a 3-point lead again for LaFeria. Substitution, Trevino back to the bench. And Garza comes back in. And Garza wiping the floor off a little bit of sweat, but it looks like she'll be fine. Serve by Castañeda. Set up to the right for Pizarro. First time we've seen her on the opposite end. That one out of bounds. 7-3 now in favor of LaFeria, and the first time out of set number 5 is going to be called. LaFeria 7-3 right now with Rio Hondo calling their first timeout. We'll be right back after a quick break on Rio Sports Live.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and let's just see what happens here. LaFeria leading at 7-3. They were able to win the fourth set and force a fifth one. And let's just see what happens. Let's see if Rio Hondo can still get a comeback here. Down by 4, and that hit's going to be a good one. That's a kill for Celine Lopez to make it 5 kills. As of right now, we have 4 players on the Rio Hondo side with 5 kills. On the opposite side, only 1, and that's Rianne Frega. Served by Pizarro. Frega. That one is going to be a good kill. Frega to serve now. 6 kills in the game. Right hand serve, and that's a good one. Taken out. Frega to Garza. Garza, does she have that kill? They say yes. Ball was inbounds when it happened. 9-4. Good hit, and it's going to go out of bounds, but not before being touched by LaFeria to make it 9-5. Serving is going to be Mia Zuniga, who already has 2 kills in the game. And a light serve met by Castañeda. She gets hit by it, but she's all right. Setting it up. And through the arms of Garza, that's going to be good. So a 5-point lead is now reduced to a 3-point lead with Rio Hondo still having the ball. Set up, Garza over the wall. Zuniga, correction, that was Gonzalez who took it into LaFeria territory. Salcedo takes it out. Ball high into the air. And, oh, good spike by Garza, but Rio Hondo was there to meet it. And an attack is blocked by their own net. 10-6, 10-6, LaFeria, substitution coming in. Rosales heads to the bench. Baker comes back in. Baker with 1-1, 1 ace, 1 kill. Couple of steps, good serve down the middle, met by Reiner. Baker to Frega, Frega to Garza, but Garza with a great hit. Ball into the air, almost hitting the rails. And Castañeda takes it. Castillo with a good hit. Reiner, and whistle blown automatically, point directly to LaFeria as double hit against Rio Hondo is called. 12-6, 3 more points, and LaFeria will take it. Baker with another hit. And that one's gonna go into Rio Hondo. 13-6. And the final and a second timeout is called by Coach Esparza, down by 7. Can LaFeria, can they close out this game? Or will Rio Hondo find a way to tie it up here on Rio Sports Live? We'll be right back.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, on Rio Sports Live. I am Alex Espinosa. Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator. Rio Hondo down by 6. Score right now 12-6. LaFeria on top. An attack by Zuniga. That one's going to be good. Whatever Coach Esparza said in that timeout, it may work. Let's see if the momentum shifts. Zuniga, that's her third kill in the game. Del Bosque will serve now. And a good serve. Baker, is it out? They say it's in. Service ace for Del Bosque. Correction, an ace for Del Bosque. First one in the game. Substitution, Baker will head to the bench, and coming in is Victoria Alejandre. Couple of steps, Del Bosque, whistle blown. They're gonna call crossing the line. And it's a Rio Hondo player crossed the service line before serving the ball, so now 2 points away. LaFeria could take this. Garza serving, good serve. Flat ball, service ace, 14-8. Garza with an ace and 4 kills and game point, and that one's gonna go out of bounds. Rio Hondo still alive, down by 5. They're gonna need a lot. This is still game points and match points for LaFeria. Castañeda to Castillo. Castillo! Oh, the ball's still in play. One more shot. No! The whistle is blown! Underarm against Rio Hondo! And LaFeria, they win it! They will advance to play Hidalgo for a chance at winning first place in District 32 4A. What a terrific game we just witnessed here, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable game by both squads. LaFeria wanted it more, and they won it. Great job by both teams. And we are so excited now as tomorrow LaFeria will play Hidalgo at 8 p.m. for first place. We'll see how it goes here. From all of us here on Rio Sports Live with Joe Bowling, Kevin Naro as our executive producers, Nathan Pinkerton as my camera operator, I'm Alex Espinosa signing off. Don't go away. We'll have highlights for you of this matchup presented by Jay Gonzalez.